What's up, guys? Craig Mack here, Liberty Bell Beekeepers. Maybe you can see me a little bit better now. So I'm out checking on the hives, trying to get my game plan together for spring. I mean, we're just here. We're about there here in Philly. We're we got to think maybe 2 or 3 more days with below freezing temps, and that's this week. That's the first week of March, so I'm anticipating the next 3 weeks a steady warm-up, and at least as far as a 10-day goes, it looks like it's trending upward. So I'm happy, but at the same time, I got to get myself ready. So I took the thermal imager out tonight. You guys have seen this before. It's got a flashlight on it, so I can get my direction. Here's my swarm trap bees. If you've watched my videos previously, you can see that this red spot has almost doubled in size. From what it was half that a few weeks ago. So optimistic about these bees still. Looking forward to seeing what they can do and if they continue to be strong for me this coming summer. 1/2-inch swarm trap box hanging on a fence. Thrilled. Thrilled to see them do so well in such limited conditions. So I'm just taking a walk up on the bee deck. I already went through all the boxes to see what was going on, but just to give you, a quick look at what's happening up here. I got I think 6 or 7 up here that made it through. So trying to get ready for spring. I want to make splits, and I'm going to get into some grafting this year, so I'm definitely interested in my survivors. So I went out to do a count, and as of right now, with the exception of 2 that are in my custom hives, I have 49 of 60 that made it through. It's fantastic. It's much more than I was anticipating. Well, maybe not much more than I was anticipating, but it was more than I was anticipating. I was optimistically hoping for 30. It looks like I got 20 more than that. I got 49. And honestly, technically 50, because I have one at my friend's house that made it through and they're doing really well. But I gave them to him and his boys. They're all scouts, and it really got into the bees this past year, and now this year they want to get more into the bees and do honey and all that good stuff. So good for them, great for the bees. So 50 of 60 made it through. I'm thrilled. Now that's now. I still got a couple of weeks and things could happen, but I seriously doubt I'm going to get it like a 20 colony crash over the next week or 2 or 3 before I get into starting making splits. So I'm thrilled. I couldn't be happier that this has gone as well as it has. I attribute it to, I think, smaller colony size. I think that has a lot to do with it. I think it has a lot to do with leaving them alone as much as possible, apart from giving them space or doing your splits. I wasn't opening brood chambers. I didn't open brood chambers for probably the entire summer. I shouldn't say that. It was probably midsummer until my fall inspection, which was in October, I believe. And the inspector went through them. I didn't even go through them. So that is a big part of, I believe, the success. You got to let them build up that propolis and figure out what they're doing on their own. I mean, they know what they're doing. We do too much, in my opinion, and me backing off on them. And part of that was just time. I didn't have time to go through them all and micromanage every single colony. And honestly, I think that's a benefit. Not getting in there, not doing so much with them all the time. I mean, I love going through the bees. It's the best part of any day that I do it. But at the same time, I got so many that I don't have to go through them all the time, and it's a big deal. So if you're a beekeeper that just has a couple of colonies, enjoy them from the front. I mean, you're obviously going to have to go in and take a look every now and again, but let them be bees. Let them do what they got to do, and you're going to get survivors. You'll get bees that make it through winter without treatments. And I feel great about telling people that. I don't have one reservation at all about telling people that I don't treat my bees, and they're not even mine, but I don't treat them. And I don't think that does them a disservice. I don't think it does anybody else a disservice, because I really believe that the bees can and will survive just fine on their own with mites. Now, one of those colonies up there that's really strong had like, I think it was like a 12 or 13% mite load in the fall. And I think, what is it, 10% they recommend treatment? I don't even know, because I don't pay attention to it. I think that's something like that. So there was a colony that, any normal beekeeper that's run through the mill of beekeeping videos and books and online courses would have treated that colony. Now, maybe they would have made it, maybe they wouldn't have. Who knows until you try, but they made it, and I didn't do anything to them. So, there are bees that I'm looking for. I want those bees. I want those bees to keep surviving. I want to make more of those bees. So right now I got 50 colonies to pull survivors from. I'm hoping to sell some nukes this spring. Try to do my best here in Philly to promote the treatment-free beekeeping, because it's to me, I mean, this will be my third year. I went from 0 hives to 30, from 19 last spring to 60 to now 49. So I don't know what the math is on the loss percentage. If you care to do it, I don't care. I'm going to probably, fill out the surveys this year, just because I feel like sticking it to the people that insist that treatments are necessary. That's if I just, if I do it, if I do it, great. If not, whatever. But I'd like to put these videos out and let people know and show them, you got no way of knowing whether or not I treat. I don't. I hope you take me at my word, because I don't have time or I have no desire. But the process works, and the process is letting the bees be the bees. So that's it. Thrilled. Can't wait for this year. My son's getting involved. There's some local guys that I've met over the last couple of years that are involved, and it's great to have that community. So I've been putting together frames, getting my frame rest ready. I built another one. I started putting frames in it. Got all my boxes here situated, getting ready to fill them up. My frame rack here. I got to get some more 1x to finish it off, but that'll be filled up soon enough. Sweet. Thanks for watching, guys. As always, have fun with your bees. Get ready. Spring's coming. We're going to have some fun. Later.